Hey guys, welcome back to another studio vlog. I know it's been a little bit since I posted one, but I've been very busy. But this is me at work, and they have me sketching out some little, those wooden things where you cut out the hole and the kids can stick their faces in the cutout, and I'm doing a minion here. I also have a few other ones that I'm doing as well. Hopefully I get them painted before the first weekend in August, because that's when the festival's taking place. So they have me doing this along with some administration work that can really put my artistic skills to the test here, and it's gonna be fun though. So I'll show a little bit more of that when I start painting them, and I'm just showing you guys here a picture coming up of what it is that I'm painting. So it's gonna be fun. I did change the picture up just a little bit, and there are some little things that I have to fix along the way, but I do have them all drawn out, and the faces are all cut out, ready to paint. Here I am doing some more shrink film lapel pins, and I think they turned out really cute. There are a couple of them that came out that looked a little bit darker than what I would have liked, so there are a couple that I'm going to put in a dud bin or a dud box. Going forward, I'm going to stop throwing away things that I find that have little imperfections, as I notice a lot of people are just putting things in like a $1 or $2 bin at conventions that they go to, so they can get a little bit of a profit out of it, and then people, if they really like it, then they could just pay a small fee for it, and then there's like a win-win on both parties. So that is what I'm going to do from now on. The bunny rabbit that I have here is a little bit darker than what I would have liked, so I think that one's going to go in the dud box. So we'll see how that goes. Here I'm just putting some of the pins on the backs of the shrink film, and I do have some more of these to make as well, so I'm probably going to get those done this weekend. And I have a few of them packaged already, but I still have some more to do. I do like putting the Mod Podge 3D dimensional, listen to me here, I can't talk today, the 3D paste on the top of these, but because they're printed from the printer, the ink, it kind of smudges. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting a layer of varnish on with the paintbrush first, and then I'm going to go in and put the excuse me, the 3D stuff on the top of it after. I'll get the words out here in a minute. And it actually works. So if you're doing these and you find that the ink is smudging or smearing from putting the Mod Podge on, or whatever, the resin, whatever it is that you're using, you could put a thin layer of like painting varnish on top of it. This is supposed to be used to go on top of like acrylic paintings or oil paintings, and it really it does help quite a bit. So like I said, the rabbit here is a little bit dark for my liking, so I'm contemplating on putting that into a dud box. And I think that is a good option for anyone really that's making anything that doesn't come out 100%. Alright guys, so my new button press came today, and they are the 1 3/4 inch button pieces. And these come with the plastic pin backs, unfortunately. But I haven't had anyone complain about it, so I don't think it's that big of a deal, to be honest with you. So I'm just unpacking everything here. These are so much bigger and nicer than the other ones. I did pick up some more matte photo paper today. This is what I've been using to make my buttons with. I'm hoping to find something a little bit cheaper though, because for 50 sheets it's 20 bucks, and that's quite a lot. When I can get 100 sheets of the gloss paper for 22, this is a little bit of an expense, but I'm just taking everything out. This is what's in the box, and there's supposed to be 1,000 pieces here. So we'll see. This is the cutter, but I don't think that's going to be enough. So I have this, and I also have another 1,000 pieces coming. The button maker came from Los Angeles, apparently, according to the waybill that I have. And I also have another 1,000 button pieces with the metal backs coming from Toronto. So that should get here sometime later in the week. Oh my god, I don't know where I'm going to put all this. And the button maker is inside the box here, so we'll see. I also have some resin that I have to demold tonight. But it looks like everything is here. Wow, these are These are pretty big. I was not expecting that. They're a little bit different than the other ones. I'm hoping that, I'm hoping it's all going to work out okay. To be honest with you, I'm a little bit scared. It's kind of a little bit different because these are, there's like a hollow in the back of these, but the other ones that I have, there's no hollow in them. But, oh well, I guess we'll see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and get the button maker out and put it together, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. So this is what the button press looks like. It's like 2 days later now. It's the, oh my goodness, it's the 22nd of June. It has the really big button molds in it. It's a little bit heavier to slide back and forth, and it doesn't kind of glide over completely as nice as what the other one does, but this top piece up here moves back and forth by itself, and I don't have to flick the button mold back like I do with the 1-inch button. So that's what it looks like. It's exactly the same as the other one that I have up right here. I could have easily just attached this to the other one, but I kind of wanted to keep them both together. I did sit down last night when I got home and I made a few of these, so I really like how they turned out. So I have 12 of those made, and I tried out these. I'm not sure if I like this one or not. And then I have the Cheshire Cat as well. And then I have a bunch of these leafy buttons down here. But I'm thinking of selling the 1-inch ones for $1 a piece. And then these here will be $3 each or 2 for $5 at the convention that I'm going to. So I don't know if $3 or 2 for $5 is too much to be selling these for. So I do have Etsy up over on my computer. I'm kind of trying to get an idea of how much people are selling these for. And from what I can tell, 1 3/4 inch buttons kind of going for $3.50, but that's with shipping included on some of the people's Etsy shops that I've been looking at. There's no shipping involved, so I think the $3 a button or 2 for $5 should work fine. So I'm going to come up with some more designs and get that done. I did go to Gander last night and I did pick this up. And there's Pixie. So what I have done is I have all of my metal backings down here. I'm assuming the backings that I'm gonna, or the, I don't know what these are called. This is the piece that wraps around the back part, I guess. I have all of these down here, and I have some more coming, like I said, from Toronto, and I should get those next week. So hopefully they're the same kind, and I'll just throw them all down here. Then I have a drawer for all of these plastic back button pieces, which they're not that bad. You know, the metal ones would be nice, but these are not horrible, so it's not too bad at all. So I have those in there, and this is the 300 buttons that are already purchased but not made yet. I am waiting on, I have to design the images to go on these, and I have to wait until next week to do that. So hopefully next weekend I'll be doing all of these buttons right here, and I'll get paid for those. And then I've got my Kodak matte photo paper up here. That's what I use to print my buttons on, like the images. I find that just regular paper, it's very dull, but the matte paper works really nice. I haven't tried the glossy paper. I do have some, but I find that with the Mylar on the top of it as well, I feel that the matte paper is good enough, and I really like how they turned it. I know it has a white ring around the outside here. They're not all going to look like that, but I have noticed that some people do leave a white border around the edges of their buttons, so I'm kind of giving that a go and see how that works out. But I really like how this one turned out, and I like the size of it as well. I mean, you can see the difference between, I don't have a whole lot of room here, but there's the difference in the size compared to the 1-inch and the 1 3/4. So there's a fair bit of size here. So I'm gonna have these. I'm probably gonna put all these in like a little container and stick 2 for $1 or $1 each on them. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I just want to, you know, make a bit of money off of it and get rid of them. But like I said, I'm really thinking these are going to be 2 for $5 or $3 each. And there's nothing, I have my Mylar pieces up in here. This is the Mylar for those other buttons there. They're huge. I'm waiting on, I have a 2-inch button punch, or the paper punch, coming in the mail, which I should get by the 26th, so sometime next week. So I'll put that as well, and I'm going to put the metal back pieces in this drawer, but I left all these in the bag. Like I said, I don't have them. They're not ready to be made yet. So I got this thing at Walmart last night for $26, so which is not too bad. My living room is kind of getting a little bit out of hand here. I had to cover up my Cricut with an old pillowcase that I had because it was getting very dusty because I haven't used it. And then down there I have my things I'm taking to the first one is the Gander Geek Fest, which is going to be the weekend of July 12th. Then the weekend after that is booked up for another event and not art related. Then the weekend after that, or 2 weeks after that, it's going to be another market. And I'm also signed up for 2 that are going to be later in the fall. But this is what my space is looking like so far. I had to rehook up this thing here because there are some things that I want to do that I can't do on Procreate in here, or I don't know how to do it. So it's just easier for me to use Photoshop and my graphics display. So that's currently what's happening at the moment. So I'm gonna go and make some more buttons. Guys, I thought I would show a little bit of my new button machine in action here. I'm just getting ready. There's a lot of noise in the background. I apologize. I'm just getting ready here for Gander Geek Fest, and I figured I would press some of the button designs that I already had, which would be some of the Alice in Wonderland illustrations that I did, plus I already did the Jackalope, and I also did the Pennywise illustration that I had drawn just a little while ago as well. So I thought that would be a good addition to a kind of a geek fest, I guess. It's all like comics and fantasy stuff and what have you, so I figured that the fan art ones would be considered a good option for that. The button maker is really good. I don't have to flick the switches back and forth. Kind of a little bit hard to explain, but if you see me use my other button press, you can see that there's a little bit of a difference there. But I really like working with the bigger button pieces, and the button press to actually press the buttons does go a little bit smoother, even though the tray is a little bit, the mold is hard to move back and forth because it's a little bit heavier, but it's not completely horrible. So I really do like this new machine, and I've already gotten some orders to make some buttons, so some commissions for that, if you can call button making commissions, I guess. One of the other things that I'm going to be doing is a part of the Come From Away experience that a local town here had been involved with back when the World Trade Center was hit on September 11th. And this town, Gambo, is one of the places where a lot of the stranded passengers that landed in Gander had ended up. And so there's going to be a lot of things on the go this year here with the tourism committee and whatnot, pertaining to Come From Away and September 11th and what have you, and they had asked me to fix the logo here. This is not copyright infringement. They were given, the committee was given full rights to use the logo as they saw fit, so no worries about that. They've also want me to make some buttons for them. That's what I had talked about a while ago, and so they're wanting me to make some buttons, so I'm hoping this is the logo they're going to be using for that as well, because it looks really nice, but we'll see about that in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been working on. I did set up my display, my graphics display again, because some of the stuff it's really harder for me to do on my iPad than it is to work on here, so it was a lot easier to maneuver things around in Photoshop rather than having to do it in Procreate, because Procreate is not as good of an editing program as what Photoshop is, obviously, so I had to do it on my computer. And this was Saturday night, so the 22nd of June this footage was taken, and I really enjoyed working on this, and I'm excited to make the buttons, and it's nice to be able to have something that I can actually make some money off of. But if it wasn't for this group and another group in the town of Gambo, I would not have this new button machine that I have, and so I'm really appreciative to them. I can't get a word out. I'm really appreciative that they are looking to me for this, and it's nice to see support from the local area, so I'm excited about that. But that's pretty much where I've ended things off here. I do have some more footage here at the end from me doing some more, I think it's resin work. And my last resin molds, they did not turn out the way they were supposed to. My molds got ruined. I'm not buying any more silicone molds until I am very well practiced in pouring resin, because I am not doing a great job with it. But I'll leave you with some resin stuff, and I hope you enjoy. There's just going to be some music here at the end, so if you like watching people working with resin, then it should be nice and relaxing, I guess, for you to watch. I don't know if you find it exciting or boring. Let me know down in the comments if you're actually enjoying the resin that I'm putting on the channel here. If not, then maybe I won't do videos like that anymore. I know the last live stream didn't get very many views, but not everybody watches live streams. But I'm very sorry that I'm very not enthusiastic today. It's Monday. It's the 24th of June that I'm recording this voiceover, and it's been a long day, and I'm currently working on those cutouts at work, and I'm working on a Elsa and Anna photo booth thing. That's the starter, so I'll show that a little bit later. But the resin stuff is coming up here. Gonna leave you guys with a little bit of music, and like I said, let me know down in the comments if you're enjoying this style of vlog. I know it's all over the place, but maybe it might be more interesting than just me rambling. But thanks so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you in the next one.